Hi, and welcome to Paper Route Scrapbooking. I'm Nadine, and today I'm turning some scraps into embellishments. Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be participating again in the Scraps to Embellishment series, which is a year-long hop with Ginger from Ginger's Corner and some of her friends, where we take our scraps and create beautiful things with them. Some people who are participating in this hop are also participating in the swaps over on Ginger's Corner Facebook group. If you're interested in swapping, please go check out the group. The link is down in the description box. And if you are just interested in learning how other people are using up their scraps to make beautiful embellishments, please check out our one-click playlist, which will take you to Ginger's channel, where everybody who is participating is adding their videos to the same playlist. So today I am working on some blue embellishments. So kind of making anything that's got 2 or more layers that has the color blue. So I pulled out some blue cardstock scraps as well as some monochromatic ones, and I have a little bit of an idea and hopefully it'll work out. So I am going to go and do the Cricut things, and then I'll pop back in and we'll build some embellishments together. Okay, hang on, I'll be right back. Okay, so I ran my scraps through my Cricut and got these, and I thought since this one's really simple to put together, I'll do a little bit of a show and share. I don't think I've done this for a bit, but of just like little things that I like to do with my scraps after I run them through the Cricut. So I usually take some punches to them, maybe some dies if I have the time, and I get a few shapes out of them. And then a lot of the time I'll send them along with my swap embellishments, or I have a little container that sits over on my desk by my Big Shot. And yeah, so that's about all I think I can get out of this little scrap there. Here's another black scrap. I do tend to keep the black and white scraps pretty like smaller than the colored ones that I do. I don't tend to keep the colored ones any smaller than a 3x4. If I can't turn it into a journaling card size, I don't keep it. But the black and white ones I do, because I like to map my journaling and my photos with the black and white. So like this one I won't, because I feel like that's a bit too small. But so I can probably get a couple of these. Can I get both? No, just one or the other. So I'll do that and do that before I toss it. Put those here. And then these ones I'll put in with my black and white scraps because they can go for journaling matting. They're a good size for that still. Let's see, this is a white scrap, but so this piece I will keep because it's big enough. Go back in with my scraps. This piece, not so much. Let's see, maybe a cloud. That's a good one. And an arrow, and then maybe another arrow. There we go. So that one's all used up. It can go into the recycling. There, so we have a few extra shapes, and then we have this blue one. I think that this part of the blue, this is not a good enough, so this is an example. So this doesn't measure 3 inches wide, so I wouldn't keep this scrap as a scrap. But what I'm gonna do with it is take it over to my Big Shot later, and I have like a film strip die, and I like using those for these longer strips. And then this one, I feel like I can get some other sized arrows out of this. So I will do a few of those. There we go. So we got 3 more shapes out of that before it goes in the trash. Gotta use up those scraps, right? And Saves a little bit on like buying those little trinkets like arrows and hearts and stars and simple basic shapes like that. So this one, like I said, I'm going to run through the Big Shot. So this one came out pretty good. This one didn't cut as nicely. Do you see how it didn't, like I had to pull it apart? I don't know, it was the kind of cardstock, I guess. It has that shimmer on it, but didn't come out as nice, so I did those ones off camera because I was like, nobody wants to watch me fuss with this. So this is a big enough scrap to keep, so that'll go back with my blue scraps. This one is not. So, actually, this might be a cute cloud too. There we go. And there we go. So now we've used up that scrap, it can go in the trash. Okay, so these ones will go back in with my scraps, and this one is going to go through the die cut machine, and these are going to be my extra little pieces that I send on with my friends so that they have little embellishments that are going to match the blue that I sent, or the embellishment that I sent. Okay, so we can slide those over out of the way. And then we can build one of my blue embellishments. So I decided I was going to do Cookie Monster. He was one of the first things that came up when I thought about things that are blue. And I think he can be part of a lot of stories, from, you know, little kids stuff to, you know, feeding a baby or going to a cookie shop. We have this cookie shop in town. And oh my gosh, I might have even mentioned it before because it was probably the best cookie I've ever had. But then when I looked up the nutritional information, because I have an app that tracks like what I eat, it was like 650 calories. So I was like, oh, well, I guess I'm not eating a meal today because I'm gonna have to skip a meal to be able to fit that into my, crazy. But oh my god, it was so good. Worth it, I think. Just wait, make sure I'm putting this on the right way. It's not the right way. Nope. This way. It's my struggle with these white scraps because they're the same on both sides. So then, like, there's no texture on one side and not the other. It's just all the same. So then I have trouble figuring out where. So see how easy that is? It's just 3 layers, and it's so quick to put together. The thing that took the longest was cutting out the black ones because it has all the, you can't even see them on camera, I guess, but it has all the lines to show you where to put things. And so this was a Sesame Street Cricut cut from an old cartridge that I had from before. And it got uploaded into my design space, so now I have access to it, right? And I think it was called, the cartridge was called Sesame Street Friends, but I think, and somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think even those like licensed cartridges, you can still buy the images from Design Space. Is that right? I'm not sure. Don't know. I know I've bought other licensed images from them, like for, what's that movie? All the little girls love, Frozen. I think I bought images of like Elsa and what's the snowman's name? Olaf. So I feel like you still can buy the licensed images. They're just not in cartridge form. This way. There we go. And that's how I know if the eyes are in the right, is because it has these little like drawn in lines that show where to place the little circles in the middle of the eyes. So these are my blue, what's the swap actually called? Here, let me write on the back. It's called I Got the Blues. Got the Blues swap 2025. And then I'm going to put my name. So I hope that people are finding inspiration from our fun YouTube hop that shows how people are using scraps to make embellishments. Some of us have crickets and we do the cricket thing. Some of us use dyes. Some don't have any of those things, and so they're making things differently. So definitely go check out the people who are creating through the hop and see if you can find some inspiration to use up your scraps. I think that's it for today. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below and I'll get back to you just as soon as I can. And I hope you all have a great day. Bye for now.